everyone, this is Janet Wakeland with Remarkably Created, and I'm popping on tonight to showcase for you the beautiful newly released 2023 Stampin' Up! Papers in their holiday catalog. Newly released to demonstrators, we do get to pre-order a month ahead of the public so that we have time to prepare some great fun samples, prepare our classes and our events and things like that that we like to share with you, our customers, and our followers. So I'm going to jump right in and showcase all of the beautiful papers for you. I am going to start with the papers. However, over the next couple of days, what I'm going to do is what I did this spring with the annual catalog that all of you seem to really enjoy. And instead of like sitting here opening a box and just pulling stuff out and saying, hey, here's a stamp set, what we're going to do is we're going to do small little videos, one for each one of the suites in the catalog. Then we'll look at the bundles, we'll look at some of the different standalone dies and things like that. But we're also going to incorporate some samples in with that, and I will have played with them a little bit, and I can kind of give you some pros and cons and some feedback, as opposed to the more traditional unboxing again, where we're just kind of opening stuff and saying, hey, here it is, and it's a whole bunch of stuff and it's overwhelming. We're going to repeat what we did in the spring. I got great feedback from you guys, and I also enjoyed doing it that way. So let's start with the papers first. The ones here on the top don't look like much, but I've had them sitting under the bright lights all day, and if I was to turn the lights off right now, they would have a really cool eerie greenish glow to them. It is glow in the dark paper. It is 6 by 6. It's got a neat little texture to it, and there are some glow in the dark accessories, really cute little ghost and bats. And again, they have that same little green eerie glow. It does work best when you do keep it under some bright lights and kind of charge it up just a little bit. So some fun glow in the dark paper, just in time for Halloween, right? We have some beautiful 6 by 6 paper, and this is called our Garden Walk paper. And this paper just has some beautiful color combinations, and I love that we have some colors that aren't all Christmassy, that again are going to be very seasonal. You're going to be able to do a lot more with them. So just some beautiful, beautiful colors that are in them. And these are done just a little bit different. One thing you may notice is that while there are a whole bunch of sheets like we're used to, it's not as many patterns. You're going to have 6 of all of the patterns as opposed to 4. And especially this time of the year when we are doing some holiday cards, it's nice to have more than one sheet of some of those different patterns, but you can see that. We are going to have a few of the more traditional Christmas designs in the pack. So just really, really fun colors in this pack to work with. And then Stampin' Up's papers are double-sided, and in this case you've got some beautiful kind of monochromatic solid prints, so that you're going to be able to mix and match really well. Look how well that two sides go together, right? So you're going to be able to do some great things with these sides. And just to show you one card real quick that I created. So we've got the leaves were die cut. After I cut the card front down, I had a scrap left over and I used our little sprig punch. This is new decal circles coming, and I will be showing you a video on how I created this poppy looking flower. And then this is new granny apple foil that is debuting. So just a fun little sample. There's some new little embellishments. We'll give you a few little sneak peeks. But look how bright and happy and fun that card is. And even though this paper is from the holiday catalog, it doesn't look like the holidays at all, right? It's just got some beautiful fun colors and prints. So that is our Garden Walk paper. And some of these papers we'll revisit again when we do our suites. Then we have our All About Autumn paper. This paper has some prints that are very, very realistic. Actually just look like it's a print of a photograph, such as the library books here. We've got our kind of, it could either be sunrise or sunset. Beautiful woodland scene here. Again, another kind of walk through the woods. So some realistic prints. What's really fun about these type of prints is that all you need to do is a lot of times is to add a greeting and you've got something fun. Got some beautiful wood grain and kind of a grayish tones, and then a warm, cozy blanket. looking at some more of it. Again, kind of more of a, not a warm cozy blanket, but it's still a blanket. You can see the little folds. We've got our realistic pumpkins. We've got some leaves. You can almost hear them crunching. Look at this leather chair. Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh. So some photorealism there, some more leaves, and then we've got some more old books. And then turning them over, look at this, we've got foiling on these papers. So beautiful, beautiful kind of copperish gold foiling that's gonna happen with these. So you're gonna wanna make sure you have some copper embossing powder on hand, but these are just stunning. Like the moody mauve there, and they've got a little bit of distressing in with them. So you're just gonna be able to do some amazing things with them. So I love both sides of these paper, and it's gonna be hard to pick which ones to work with, but we've got this All About Autumn, and both of these packs are in our 6x6 size. Then we have some designer paper called Joyful, and it's really kind of fun when I look at this paper. It does have this print, and it makes me think about the song Joyful or Joy to the World. So it is another pack of paper that is metallic. In this case, this paper is single-sided, but we've got our music notes, we've got our berries, our plaids, and then our golden wood grain. So nice metallic paper. A lot of times we tend to think of a little bit more fancy metallics and things like that when we start thinking about the holidays. And along that same lines, it's another pack that has the metallics, and this is our Shine Brightly, but a little more traditional. You've got your vanilla and gold, which I think is just such a rich look. Vanillas and golds. The same way with navies and golds. But again, I don't see necessarily, other than maybe the Starry Night, I really don't see Christmas. To me, I see formal weddings, I see anniversaries, I see beautiful special occasion birthdays, things like that. Wedding cards. So special occasion, so not necessarily Christmas. So I love the versatility there. This really pretty paper is just got this beautiful soft print to it. I want to make sure I get it all the way down to the bottom. And this is called Joy of Christmas. And I think I have found that once I start using paper that's kind of muted and softer, that's kind of where I tend to be drawn to now the more that I use it. But again, this is our Joy of Christmas. It's got a hand-drawn, water-painted look to it. Look at the plaid. Plaids are like polka dots, right? So many things you can do with them. Look at the holly, guys. Look how pretty that is. So you know one of our artists hand drew this paper. And then these leaves would be great with the paper florist dies. I have some ideas for creating a few cards with that. That's what I'll be sitting tonight doing, was with my little notepad and sketch pad planning some more ideas. Look at this together. But even just by itself. Little lumberjack, right? Look at these pretty berries. And then when we flip it over, again, some great, we've got, look at the music sheets this way, and the music sheets kind of on a piece of wood. And then just some nice green that has just kind of some tone to it. And then I like the two different shadings of wood grain. But look how real. Aren't those beautiful? So again, that's our Joy of Christmas paper. And then we have our meadow. I think it's called Winter Meadow. Let me just get all the way down here to the end for just a second. I missed one that went with the other paper, but we got it. So we have Winter Meadow. And again, it's kind of that watercolor look, but this one tends to have more blues, has a little bit of the moody mauve in place of maybe like a crumb cake stem or like a brown stem of some kind. It's incorporating the moody mauve, which just gives it a really pretty look. So we've got, look at these trees. Is that cool? And look, can you see the deer? Look at the deer in there. Real pen and ink, real pretty. Got some berries. Almost look as well like pomegranates. Look at the winter. We've got some polar bears and a polar bear punch. I think that would be perfect to use on here. We've got some more greenery and another forest for our bears. And then we flip it over, and this looks like that, I think it's called hoarfrost. Just that real light layer of frost that ends on things. Look at this. This is gonna match great with the grayish trees. This is also great like thunderstorms and stuff like that. We've got some stamps around storms. Look at the colors in here. These are great for greeting backgrounds. Just cut right on them and then add these to the printed papers on the other side and you've got some nice quick cards. The next bit of paper is one, if you're into Halloween, you'll definitely want to put at the top of your list. But this is our Them Bones paper. You know, them bones, them dry bones, right? I'm not going to sing for you, but here you can cut the elements out to go ahead and make yourself a card front. This one I've already cut into a little bit because we do have a die that cuts these skeletons out. So we've got these sweet little skeletons. We also have a die for the skeleton cat and dog. Here in Louisiana, skeletons are a way of life. I mean, they show up year-round, decorated on patios, on porches. You see them on balconies in the French Quarter. It may have something to do with the unusual way that we bury the dead here in New Orleans. But skeletons are just something that are around year-round, so I was real excited about that. Beautiful plaid paper. We've got some smaller dancing skeletons. We've got our little cemetery. We've got some fun blue striped paper. If we turn it over, we've got the word boo just kind of written over and over again. Boo, and what's the other word? Eek. So eek. Little mouse squeaking. Got a fun print here. Our little tombstones. This little kind of herringbone is done. Let me pull it up. See, it's done with bones. Look, oh my gosh, I didn't pick it up. Okay, so look at this print here. It's the exact print as this. But look at this, they put eyes on it. Can you see the cats? How fun is that, right? And then we have some bats. And how about a little sample with this paper? This paper I had to play with right away. And so here you go. We've got the skeletons. And how can you not love a skeleton in cowboy boots, guys, right? No bounds about it. You're a sweet friend. Some hats, the little tombstone they've broken out of to party for the night in the graveyard, and some fun ribbons and things like that. So you're gonna absolutely, if you're a Halloween person, you want that at the top of your list and you want to be ready to order that. Then this is called our Berry Christmas. This one, again, I've cut into because we do have a punch that will punch some of those sweet polar bears out. We've got some polar bears playing on the Arctic ice. We've got some kind of traditional prints. Looks like something you might see with the Nordic sweaters and things like that. We've got little polar bear making their way. We've got just animal prints, and you'll understand why they've got all these animal prints in just a second, more than just polar bear prints. And then we've got some fun packages. Beautiful, just kind of tone on tone here with all the greens. We've got some snowflakes. We've got trees. Here you go. This will show you what I meant. So you can see all of the Arctic critters. You've got your reindeer, your Arctic fox, you've got your seal. So you've got your different animals, which is why that other paper had the different paw prints on it. And then just a sample for you again. I was able to get 4 samples done after the packages arrived today. And then this ribbon, I literally just sat and stared at. When you look at just the roll, I think of Cinderella. And my daughter actually has a dress in this color that she wore for Junior Miss, and then she wore it again when she was Cinderella in the school play. So it's just beautiful, and it's a soft velvet. So it just fits some new embellishments. But again, we punched him right out of the paper and just made a sweet, quick card for you. So that's our Berry Christmas paper. Then this paper, I actually don't know the name of it. Sorry about that. But it's just beautiful metallic foil. We've got snowflakes. And we've got one that mimics snow. And these ones are single-sided. And then this beautiful blue and the snowflakes. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. This one is Merry and Bold. And oh my gosh, guys, the color scheme in this one can only be described as fun. You've got like your granny apple. You've got your new lemon lime twist. You've got melon. I mean, you've just got all the happy bright colors. There you've got your string of lights, 2 different types of light bulbs. Look at this. There's nothing really Christmassy about that. That can be so many things. And I love, again, the colors in this are just so happy. Same thing, colors diagonal. And then you've got some larger dots, so side by side so you can see the size difference. And then look at those bold, bright, yummy stripes. We flip it over, we've got some Christmas trees, so look how pretty that is together for a very bold, modern, fun card. Then if you flip this one over, again, the trees, so very bold, very fun, definitely different. And this one, again, just makes me smile. We've got some stars that don't have to be Christmas, but definitely can be Christmas. We think about the starry night. And the dots again, and this one says la 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 la. Does it say fa la la? Yeah, it says fa la 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 la. I gotta get the fa in there, otherwise it's just like really your fingers in your ears, right? La 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 la. And then on the back of this one, we have some really nice bold stripes. So what you've got is a card that would look really cool like this. So just the bright, bright colors, guys. And then this light bulb strand has big, bold green dots. And then what's fun is we have some new coordinating foil that is Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green. And it really coordinates with all of this paper, but you also see how much fun it is to add it. Like here, that Granny Apple Green was just enough of a pop, a little bit of a different, like a shiny contrast to the softness of this card. Just a little extra blingy element. So you've got Granny Apple and Melon to have a great fall with, or great holiday combination, or just some happy stuff. I mean, oh, you're gonna be seeing us play with that a lot. This one is called Oxidized Copper, and you saw all of the coppers in the holiday paper. So we've got 4 sheets, but so oxidized copper there. And if you remember from these sheets, so they're all going to mix and match well together. And again, copper embossing powder would be something you'll definitely want to have on hand. We have it in one of our mixes of metallics. And then this last paper, I saved this one for last. This one is called Oh Holy Night. So you can kind of already get an idea that it's going to be great for creating a scene. You can do, you know, different cards top to bottom with it. So you've got the beautiful desert scene. This just kind of looks like a desert scape. You've got like a desert storm happening. You've got a beautiful starry night. So you've got some more paper that will work with this. It's a whole suite called Oh Holy Night, and you'll understand it in just a second. Just a beautiful nighttime paper. But maybe if you're kind of paying attention to some of the other papers, you're maybe already starting to go, ooh, that might go with what I just saw here, kind of thing. Here, looks like the little town of Bethlehem. And look at the way the town is done. Again, a lot of watercoloring, hand drawing on these papers. I just think it's beautiful, glowing at nighttime here. And then just kind of more of a lighter sky, but again, just the beautiful like Aurora Borealis happening. We turn it over, we've got more different, so it's pretty much real heavy on the blues, but it's still beautiful. Then we've got the browns, the pecan pie prints. Look at this. I'll show you this. And I'll give you a little sneak peek of how this paper is, some of the products from the suite. One of the first things I knew I wanted to do with that paper was to create a beautiful holiday scape for my house. I love nativity sets. I collect nativity ornaments, and so I knew that this was something that I wanted to create with. So a couple of different things as I leave you with these great samples. One, I will be doing a very limited release class, so you can take a class with some of these papers. I will also be introducing and sharing with you details of a paper share where you will get a 6x6 sample of all of the papers that you just saw. And I will be providing details for those of you that are on my newsletter mailing list. And those of you that are on my newsletter mailing list will have the first chance to be part of that exclusive class that I will be introducing in the next 7 days or so as I finish up all of the samples for you. That will be part of that class where you'll get 4x6 samples, and you'll get them a little early. So you'll want to stay tuned for that. In addition, make sure that you like and follow my page, because again, over the next couple of days, what I will be doing is I will be sharing with you in small short snippet videos. I'll do one video for each one of the suites that I invested in. I don't own all of them or all of the product. I will be doing short snippet videos on, for example, the standalone dies, bundles that are not part of it. So, and they will be related to the things that I invested in. As demonstrators, we get to pick and choose how we want to support our business, what we want to purchase and invest in, what we like and we want to own. So again, like and follow, and in the next couple of days, you'll be watching some fun stuff. We'll start with a video at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. The 2 o'clock video will incorporate some new product along with an old product, and I will teach you how to make cards that pull. So pull cards, okay? P-U-L-L, not swimming pool, but pull cards, P-U-L-L. So we'll incorporate some new products, and you'll see some old samples with those as well. So lots and lots of fun, guys. Just a quick reminder, this is a really fun flower done with the new Deckel circles, our little polar bear. You've got our dancing cowboy skeletons, and then we have our Oh Holy Night art piece. So, and I will be showing you guys more in depth how to make that and other things. So thanks, guys. Get some rest, and the next 3 days are going to be totally crazy fun. Lots and lots of ideas, guys. See you tomorrow morning.